Hey everyone and welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to be ranking every Ninjago artifact from each season from worst to best. As always, this video is strictly my own opinion, so be sure to leave your list down below in the comments. With this being said, let's hop straight into the video. Coming in straight at the last spot, we do have the Jade Blade. Now this blade was mainly used in the Tournament of Elements. Obtaining one of these on Chen's Island meant that you would go through to the next round of his tournament. Now these things did look quite cool, to be honest. I don't know, just something about them did seem kind of cool to me personally. But in a way, they did also feel kind of bland. And there are much better collectible artifacts on the list. At number 10, we do actually have the original collectible artifact. Of course, the Fangblades. Now the Fangblades are in sort of the same situation as the Jade Blades. As on one hand, they do actually look kind of cool, but on the other hand, they do just look like some generic daggers or something along those lines. Of course, once all four of these were put into their respective spots in the city of Ouroboros, it would awaken the Great Devourer, so that was kind of cool. But apart from that, just another pretty boring artifact. At number 9, we do actually have the Elemental Blades from way back in Season 2 of Ninjago. So I would say that these things are actually a pretty big step up from our last two spots, as they just looked incredible in show form and also in set form, with their very unique look and colours to them. Way back in Season 2, these things were basically the only thing that could fight off the Stone Army, and were definitely pretty powerful weapons. Overall, a pretty awesome looking artifact. In my number 8 spot, we do actually have the Techno Blades from way back when in Season 3 of Ninjago. So these things had a very unique design. They were created by Cyrus Borg to basically hack into different vehicles and customise them to be better suited to their owner. Overall, once these things were powered up, they did look really awesome, and they just got even better in set form, with their very unique design and mould, and it really wasn't something we had ever seen before. Although, I'm not sure blade is the right way of describing these things, in all honesty. Okay then, so moving on, we do actually have the Aero Blade. Now at this point in the list, I would say we are moving into the very good territory here, so of course kicking it off is the Aero Blade. Now I actually thought these things were really unique and had a very epic looking design, both in the show and in set form, each with their respective colours for each of the ninja. It just all contributed together to make a really fantastic looking weapon to stop the ghosts dead in their tracks. Next up, we do actually have the Golden Dragon Master armour from Season 9, so a more recent season. This collectible was, once again, very unique, as we have never really seen collectible armour from the show. The mould for this piece in Lego form was really well done, with some intricate dragon designs around each piece. Once every piece of armour was mounted onto a figure, it just looked even better, and overall, it was just really cool to me personally. Coming straight in at number 5, we do actually have the Katana, of course from the very latest season of Ninjago, that being Season 12, Prime Empire. First off, these things have a very cool naming, obviously playing on the word Katana. They also do have some really cool moulds, basically being a cross between a katana sword and a ki. And they do just go together really well. Having some very vibrant colours on top of all this just makes them even better. As of the time of me recording this video, we haven't actually seen one of these in a full episode, but from the shots of them in the trailer, they do look very superb indeed. Alright, so we now have just hit the number 4 spot, and I would like to say that these next artifacts are actually really incredible, and are definitely the best we have seen so far in my opinion. So with that being said, we do actually have the Sword of Souls from Skybound. Now this is just, once again, a pretty cool weapon, and did have an extremely unique ability. Khan had the ability to basically go ahead and trap whoever he wanted into this sword once he twisted their wishes into his favour, which I personally thought was really quite cool and just something very new and interesting for the show, and to definitely spice things up quite a bit. So yeah, I did really enjoy this weapon in the show, but I do have to say, the actual Lego piece for the Sword of Souls wasn't the best. Okay, so we have finally reached our number 3 spot on the list, with my 3 absolute favourite collectible artifacts to date, and we do now have the Scrolls of Forbidden Spinjitzu. Now these just looked phenomenal both in the show and the set counterpart, of course using a very cool mould for the staff, and 3 very nice interchangeable prints on a small plastic sheet for ice, fire and earth elements, just adding to the fantastic look of the whole thing. As I'm sure you all know in the show, if you hold on to this weapon for too long, it can actually corrupt you, as shown in the ice chapter, So yeah, overall a fantastic artefact. Now at the number 2 spot, we do actually have a huge step up from our last spot, and we do indeed have the Oni masks, based off real life Japanese masks. These things do a great job of looking ancient and very intimidating at the same time. The 3 masks being Vengeance, Deception and Hatred, they each looked amazing in their own individual ways, and they just looked awesome and very eye-catching to me personally. And now, the moment I'm sure you have all been waiting for. I have actually chosen the Time Blades for this spot. Now the Time Blades have always been my favourite ever since they released back in 2017. Now these Time Blades look absolutely phenomenal to me personally, and do have a very unique design. In set form. Now in their show form they just get even better. Of course each one having the ability to pause, fast forward, reverse, slow down time. They just had some awesome abilities and looked phenomenal, and it sure is going to be tough to knock these out of my number 1 spot. So with all this being said, we have reached the end of the video. If you enjoyed, please smash the subscribe button and give this video a huge thumbs up. I do truly appreciate the support. My Discord server is also in the description if anyone is interested. I'm basically always online, and Discord is a ton of fun in general. Once again, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next one coming very soon.